Something crazy is going on. The other day before the NBA trade deadline, we went over the wild reports saying that the Dallas Mavericks were aggressively pursuing Kevin Durant, wanting to pair him up with Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving that would definitely take this Dallas Mavericks team over the top and back into contention. But unfortunately, nothing really happened. Kevin Durant is still a Phoenix Sun, but it does seem like the Dallas Mavericks could revisit this trade over the summer, as it's currently turning into a toxic locker room in Phoenix, and they may be getting tired of Kevin Durant. So in this video, we're going to take a look at what happened at the trade deadline, how aggressive were we going for Kevin Durant, how can we still find a way to get him in the offseason, and what would that trade actually look like. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavericks Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, we're currently sitting at 18,941 subscribers, getting very close to 20K, only about 1,000 and some more to go. So if you want to be up to date on everything Mavericks related with news, rumors, trades, and anything else in between, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a single thing that we do. But as we all know, the trade deadline has come and gone. Everybody is currently safe until the offseason. There's still a buyout market, but the way the Dallas Mavericks money is looking like, there may still be no moves to be made. We are locked in. We're trying to win now, as Nico Harrison said. And before the NBA trade deadline, there were rumors swirling around about a certain superstar that definitely could have helped the Mavericks win now more than ever. If we take a look right here, the official report that came out said that the Dallas Mavericks are looking to add Kevin Durant next to Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis per The Athletic, saying that league sources say the Dallas Mavericks, fresh off their Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis swap that sent shockwaves through the association, have dreams of adding Durant to their Davis-Irving-led group. While the likelihood of Dallas pulling this off now appears unlikely, the mere idea of Durant joining Dallas' star-studded group sheds new light on the thinking of Mavericks general manager Nico Harrison after he was roundly ridiculed for the Doncic deal. And roundly ridiculed is a nice way of putting it. There is currently going to be a protest in front of the AAC tomorrow. The fans are not happy, and it's going to be a very long time, if ever, if the fans will get over this. There's still fans that are upset about the Steve Nash trade way back in the day. So you best believe with Luka Doncic being traded, yes, Nico, you are a wild GM for that. But if he does have his eyes set for a player like Kevin Durant, if he is being honest and serious about wanting to be competitive now, not going through a rebuild, we want another championship in the short term, Kevin Durant is definitely that type of player. Although he is getting up in there in age, that doesn't mean that his game is slowed down by any means. Still one of the best players in the league. If we take a look at his stats right here, for the season, Kevin Durant is putting up 26.9 points, 6.1 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 1.3 blocks, 0.8 steals, 3 turnovers, and 1.7 fouls per game, while shooting 52% from the field and 39% from 3. This is exactly what the Dallas Mavericks would need to just be the most competitive team in the West, barring any injuries, barring any random illnesses that Jimmy Butler may want to put back on the Dallas Mavericks. And I think a player like Kevin Durant, who's played with Kyrie Irving and Klay Thompson, that chemistry would already be there. Now, obviously, pulling this trade off, we would be very top heavy. There's a lot of players that would go away in this trade, but if we were to revisit this in the offseason, that would give us more time to gel. That would give us more time to get contracts and money situated in the right way to really go after for a player like Kevin Durant. But when this report came out and everybody was just ecstatic and hoping to see it happen, there was another report that came out that contradicted it. And that report had said, from Mark Stein on the possible Kevin Durant to Dallas rumors, saying the Mavericks do not appear, realistically, to be in position to make another significant move before the deadline. There was no tangible expectation percolating in Dallas as of Tuesday night to suggest that the Mavericks were a true factor in the Durant chase. Now, with that news, a lot of people thought it was just dead in the water. Kevin Durant's not going to be a Dallas Maverick. There is nothing there. I guess it was just a whole lot of fluff. It was a smoke bomb. Even myself, I was told there was a significant package being offered, and then when this came out, I figured I was lied to. However, just the other day, we got another conflicting report that shows the initial report was the right report and that the Dallas Mavericks were aggressively pursuing Kevin Durant. Nico Harrison had a real package in play, and he wanted KD bad. And that report goes as following via Nick's video on Twitter, saying that I was told that the Mavericks were very aggressive as recently as Wednesday, trying to find other teams to get involved so they can make the math work and bring Kevin Durant to Dallas. Obviously, nothing coming to fruition there. As we all know, the trade deadline came and gone. KD is still in Phoenix, but that right there says a lot. Not only was Nico Harrison willing to put in his own package of players, which would probably be either Daniel Gafford, PJ, Lively, younger players in some bigger contracts, trying to make the money work as KD is making about $51 million, but it's the fact that Nico Harrison was trying to get other teams involved just so he could get Kevin Durant. The problem with that being, after Nico Harrison had traded away Luka Doncic to the Lakers for Anthony Davis and not opening up the doors to shop him, I would imagine a lot of executives don't want to deal with Nico Harrison. We've seen Nico Harrison just make amazing trade after amazing trade since he got here, but that Luka Doncic trade may have made it harder to do any deals with anybody else. So if we can't make a multi-team deal trade go through, we may have to put up our own players for Kevin Durant, and the best time to do that would be the offseason, where you can sign free agents. You can try to find other players. That way, we will trade Kevin Durant staying under the first apron, but we can sign free agents if we feel like we should go over the apron and actually try to make a push. But if we take a look right here, NBA Central tweeted this out saying, they are excellent at talent acquisition, they are not good at team building. And that was Windhorse of ESPN on what people in the league are saying about Phoenix. And I would have to absolutely agree. When they got Bradley Beal, I knew that was a bad idea. Bradley Beal looked amazing in Washington, but so did John Wall. And I feel like they're having very similar careers, as John Wall played very well for Washington, got a lot of money, got hurt, he left. Bradley Beal played very well for Washington, made a lot of money, got hurt, now he left. And now they're stuck with them, as they couldn't even trade him away at the trade deadline. The Phoenix Suns essentially made no real deals, but it doesn't seem like it stops there. It doesn't seem like Phoenix is trying to stand pat and just stay competitive with their team. It really does seem like they are falling apart. If we take a look right here, there was a deal in place that would have sent Kevin Durant to Golden State, Jimmy Butler to Phoenix, and Andrew Wiggins to Miami, but Durant stepped in to shut it down, showing that Kevin Durant is very adamant on where he wants to go. And if he were to go to Golden State, I think that'd be kind of funny how Draymond Green kind of forced KD out of Golden State just for him to get traded right back to Golden State. And I don't know if KD and Steph, if that whole team currently constructed, could actually win a championship. Now they got Jimmy Butler. I doubt that really means much to them right now. They're currently worse than the Dallas Mavericks, so they have a lot of work to do. But if we follow the reports, the Suns won't trade Kevin Durant unless they can get a combination of assets and younger players back. I would expect that could be revisited over the summer. And like I said, that would be the best time to make a trade for Kevin Durant. What you're doing now, Nico Harrison, is planting the seeds that you want KD. You are willing to offer these players, these picks, this type of package for Kevin Durant. You offer that to them now. So come the summertime, when their season eventually ends very early because they're not playing that well, then they're going to look at shopping Kevin Durant. If Kevin Durant is okay with a trade to Dallas, which I'm sure he'd be okay with coming back to play with Clay, coming back to play with Kyrie, then that's the best time to make a trade. Like I said, you would trade for KD to stay under that apron, but then you sign free agents to get yourself over the apron to strengthen the roster. You would probably have to send 3, maybe even 4 players out. That would open up about 4 to 5 roster spots, and then you fill them up with free agents. You go out for a nice little finals push, and hopefully you just wish for the best. But why is Phoenix going through a turmoil? What is actually going on in the Phoenix locker room, and why does that benefit us? Well, they have a problem that we don't have. The Suns' locker room is toxic per NBA Insider. The Phoenix Suns are not in a good place right now. If we go into this article, it says, the word I'll use toxic. That shoot around yesterday, I heard, was very awkward, very weird in Oklahoma City because everybody was on pins and needles wondering what they were going to do, said Shelburne. Now you have this reset. How do you move forward as a team when there was a clear mandate here? They have to do something. If they're not able to get anything done, it's really hard to do something, and the things they wanted didn't come to fruition because Kevin Durant said no. It's hard to move forward, and that's where they're left. They had this sort of fool's gold run 3 weeks ago. They won 8 out of 10. Things looked okay, but they realized afterwards they were just beating bad teams. The conversation between Phoenix and the Warriors, those started 10 days ago. 10 days ago. So there you have it. I mean, the Phoenix Suns, they got a toxic locker room. I would imagine our locker room's a little bit weird too. Many teams got weird locker rooms because of the trade deadline. I feel like that just happens with every team every year. But if there really is a toxic locker room and Kevin Durant wants out and it's the offseason, Nico Harrison made it very clear that he is aggressively pursuing Kevin Durant. I truly believe that trade is realistic. That could really happen for the Dallas Mavericks. And if we do make that trade for Kevin Durant, like I said, PJ, Gafford, Lively, maybe even Klay Thompson, Max Christie, even though we just got him, everybody would be up for trade. No one is safe. He just traded Luka. Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis, meaning it doesn't matter who you are. Unless you're Kyrie or AD, you are not safe. You will get traded because obviously Kyrie and Anthony Davis, they are the two that we're trying to build around. You throw KD in there. You got a big three. We all know big threes win championships because it's happened every single year. Who knows? Maybe it will actually happen for us. We can only wait and see. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Would you want Kevin Durant on this team? Do you think that takes us over the hump and into contention and push for a finals? Or do you think that we just got to stay healthy, keep the team as is, stop making trades? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. We'd have a conversation about it. But that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you for making this far into the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing a giveaway every single month on this channel. Only way to enter our giveaways is to become a channel member of any tier. But till next time, y'all take care, drink water. Peace.